Everybody ready? Let's warm up. Hands at your waist. Here we go. Turn your neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stretch your neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn your shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Expand your chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Waist exercise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Airplane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Touch toe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn your hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Be careful. Shift your weight. Kick your foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Kick your butt. 1, 2, 3. Shift your weight. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn your knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Heisman, opening up our stance. Parallel feet. Cross and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Short one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, good Tai Chi posture. We're doing our golden cockerel and our kick-outs. Okay, what is good Tai Chi posture? Dropping our shoulders, tucking our butt, concaving our chest. Chin slightly dipped downward, glance way ahead of us. Silver silk thread holding our head erect and our tongue on a palate. Shifting our weight to our left, up, golden cockerel stands on its left. Shifting our weight up, centering, counterbalancing up, opening our span, shifting our weight, up, golden cockerel. Down, shift weight, up, down, center, counterbalance, tuck your butt, down, shift weight, up, down, shift weight, up, down, up, one more set. Right hand on the outside, right foot coming up, kicking out in line. Left hand, left foot. Shift weight. Gather your energy, compact it, and then push it out. Gather it up. Dissipate your energy. Bring it back. One more set. Compact and out. Holding our ball on a T stance, root down on the right foot, out and to the side, move that hand, bow stance, part the wild horse's mane. Sit back, twist step, T stance, hold your ball on to part the wild horse's mane out and to the side, bow stance. Sit back, twist step, hold your ball for better balance on a T stance, out and to the side, move that bottom hand to serve your snack or part the wild horse's mane. Sit back, twist step, hold your ball on a T, out and to the side L, and then a bow stance. Sit back, twist step, T stance, L stance, part the wild horse's mane, eye level and wrist. Sit back, twist, T, L, bow. Sit back, twist step, left hand parallel to your waist, right hand up higher. We're going to brush our knee. Out and to the side, multitask, ear, heel, hand, face. Catch that ball in the center. Sit back, twist, right hand parallel on a T, left hand higher. Ear, heel, hand, face. Catch that ball in the center as you brush your knee. Sit back, twist, right hand higher on a T, ear, hand, heel, face, brush your knee. Sit back, twist, right hand parallel, left hand higher, ear, heel, hand, face, multitask as you brush your knee. Sit back, twist step, hold your ball in a T stance. Okay, let's go from the commencing form and run it all the way through. Okay, here we go. Commencing form. Slowly drain the weight off of your left foot. The heel comes up on your sole, on your toe. Lift off, open, toe, sole, heel. Hands rotate to the middle of your thighs as you take a deep breath in as you elevate both hands. Shoulder level, reverse the process. Flex your knees, drop your shoulders, elbows, and wrists. Left hand centers, right hand up higher, open. Bring it to your ear as you watch that hand. Meet in the middle as you slide forward and slide back to repulse the monkey. You center, left hand up higher, open. Bringing it to your ear, turning your face, meeting in the middle, repulse of the monkey. T stance, left hand to your parallel, right hand higher. We're going to multitask. Out and to the side, ear, heel, hand, face, brush your knee. Sit back, twist step, right hand to parallel, left hand higher. L stance, multitask, brush your knee, catch that ball in the center. Sit back, twist step, hold your ball on a T stance. We're going to part the wild horse's mane. Out and to the side, part the wild horse's mane by serving your snack. Here it is. Sit back, twist step, hold your ball on a T stance. Bottom hand advances to part the wild horse's mane. Flip that hand and meet it. Sit back. Tonight's lesson, twist step, cup. Flip, meet, cloud hands. Middle. Flip, meet, open our stance. Middle. Only flip our hands. Middle. Flip, meet, close our stance. Middle or cup. Flip, meet, open. Middle or cup, only flip, meet, center, right hand up, right foot up, golden cockerel. Down, shift your weight, left hand up, left foot up, down, right hand on the outside, right foot coming up, kicking out. Left foot, left hand, up and out. Holding our ball on a T stance, we're going to ward off. Out and to the side, you use your forearm to push your opponent away, but gracefully catch the bird's tail as you bring it down, looking back, turning, squaring, and then pushing your opponent away again. Rolling back, and rolling up and forward. What you do on one side, you do on the other side. Sit back, left hand on the bottom to hold your ball on a T stance. Out and to the side, you're going to ward off, and you're going to grasp the bird's tail by pulling it down and pulling it back and looking it back. Then turning, squaring, and then contact, push your opponent away again as you separate both hands as you sit back and roll forward. Sit back, twist step, open step, in step, off the ground, right hand on the inside of your cross as you embrace the tiger, up, rotate your hands at your wrist, push out, separate, drop your shoulders. This is called closing form. Wrap around like you started, heel comes up. This time you close your form as we close our yang 10 form. Okay, so that in itself is the 10 form, maybe taking us no more than 5 minutes, okay? And with instructions, maybe a little bit more. So you can see that last week we covered parting of the wild horse's mane, and tonight we will concentrate on cloud hands, waving our hands like a cloud. And after that, we're going into a golden cockerel, and then a kick out, which you already have been practicing through our warm-ups. And then we have a couple more to close our 10 form. So tonight is only lesson 4, but each time we introduce a new movement, we get to repeat and polish up previous movements. So I think you're well on your way. All right, so set everything aside now, and let's learn how to do cloud hands. As you know, cloud hands is a sideways motion. And the feet are moving not only sideways, but it's being directed by our toes, then our heel, then our toes. So specifically, our heel is never advanced, but our toes are advancing our movement. Okay? The toes are advancing. So the toe advances our movement. The toe advances our movement. Okay? So it's similar to using our hands. The toe advances our movement. Our toe advances the movement. Okay? And it's a sideways motion, both going left at some time, right at some time. But what complicates everything is that the hands have a specific area in which they have to be in conjunction with where your feet are going to be. So we're going to take them apart. We're going to learn how to do our feet first, okay? So, so we're on a bow stance. So if I can get your right foot on a line, left foot on another line, and 45-degree angle the back or left foot. That's where we should start our cloud hands. We're going to sit back, we're going to twist step, and we're going to start cloud hands. We're going to close our stance. We're going to open our stance. We're going to, I can't do it without my hands. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to close our stance. You can follow me with my feet only. Open our stance. Close our stance. Open our stance. And then we're going to shift our weight and be a golden cockerel. Okay, so all it entails, essentially, all you're doing is you're shifting your weight just like how you do commencing form, slowly. When you're on your toe, you can open. When your heel comes down, the other foot can come up. So it's always done in that manner, okay? So to make that point a little clearer, this is not what I should see. Down, up, down. So this is what is correct. Slowly drain the weight off of the left foot. Open, gradually come down. When I come down, this guy comes up. Then this guy comes down. But not plop downs, because you're always in increments of your weight, okay, slowly, okay? Now, the hands take another type of, another job. The hands are essentially doing the opposite. One hand is higher, one hand is lower. One palm is the upper hand, the palm is facing you. The lower hand, the palm is facing outwards. So that in itself is kind of a odd situation. And essentially what you're doing is you're moving and you're flipping. You're moving in a specific way. You're flipping at the edges or the rounded areas. You're cupping in the middle, and you're flipping your hands on the edges. It's easy to remember the edges because it's as if we're looking at a big clock. This is the 9 o'clock position, and the top hand comes down and the bottom hand meets it. At 12 o'clock, the top hand faces the number 12 as if it were a big clock, and the bottom hand cups it. So this is what I refer to as a cup. You're either holding a cup, holding a ball, but in a cupped type hand. position rather than anything else. This is the 12 o'clock. And then when you keep on moving, the top hand flips and the bottom hand takes that rotation. Now it's in a 12 o'clock. The bottom hand cups while we address the 12 o'clock. What happens on the edges? The top hand flips, but the bottom hand meets that flip. So two things occur. 12 o'clock, the top hand, palms are facing you, and the bottom hand is as if it were in a cup position, addressed at 12 o'clock. Good. Then you move over to the 1 and 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock. The top hand flips and the bottom hand meets it. Here we come at 12 o'clock. What happens? Cup and top hand looks at you on its palm. 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, what happens? Top hand flips, the bottom hand meets. Rounding it out, 12 o'clock cup, 1, 2 o'clock, flip and meet. 12 o'clock cup, 9 o'clock, flip that hand but meet it. Okay? So essentially, we're doing something like this. I'm not on the right side of you, but we're doing this. 12 o'clock, cup. 9 o'clock, flip that hand and meet it. 12 o'clock, cup. 3 o'clock, flip that hand and meet it. Okay? So we remember that 12 o'clock is easy because why? Show me what 12 o'clock means. Yes, and what happens to the other hand? It could be either way now, okay? But just depending on where we are. So 12 o'clock, your palm should be facing you, and the stem of your hand, rather than this way, should be down, as if you're addressing the number 12 right there. And at the same time, the bottom hand is 2 inches below your navel, as if it were cupping or holding a cup or holding a ball. And the extremes of 9 o'clock or 3 o'clock, the top hand flips, but the bottom hand meets it. So now that top hand is in the right position because it's 12 o'clock, the stem is down, palm is facing, and I have my cup right there. Okay? Flip. This rounds the corner, it's getting into a cup position. 12 o'clock, the stem of the top hand is down. 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, flip and meet. 12 o'clock, right in the center, you're cupping. 1, 2 o'clock, flip and meeting it. 12 o'clock, cupping. 9 o'clock, flip and meeting. Rounding out that rectangle or that corner, cup. 3 o'clock, flipping. Rounding it out, curving it. 12 o'clock, cup. Flipping and meeting. Okay? Ready to put some feet to it now, okay? Just follow as best you can. Close. Middle. Get ready to open. Middle. Only flip your hands. Move to the center at 12 o'clock. At 3 o'clock, we're going to close and flip our hands. Middle or cup. 9 o'clock, flip and open. Middle or cup. 3 o'clock, only flip. 12 o'clock, shift your weight, golden cockerel. Down, shift weight, up, golden cockerel. Shift weight, right hand on the outside, right foot coming up, kicking out, in line. Left foot, left hand, up and out. Then holding our ball on a T stance, which is next week's lesson, okay? All right. It's going to take some practice. It's going to take some work because you're going to separate out the hands and the feet, and then when you do combine it, it's going to be a challenge. But once you get it, once you lay the groundwork for feet, then lay the groundwork for hands, put it together, and work through it, it's going to come out quite well, okay? All right, so let's put our right foot on a line, left foot on the other tile of the line, and 45-degree our back foot or left leg. We have just parted the wild horse's mane with our right hand serving the snack to our friend. Our left hand is holding the ball at our hip. We're flipping the forward hand and meeting it with the palms facing us. Okay? Let's try it again. All right? We have just parted the wild horse's mane. Here it is with our right hand serving our snack. We flip that right hand so that the palm is now away, and we meet it with our left hand, which the palm is now facing us. Okay? Everybody got it? So two opposite hands. You're going to sit back, move your hand. Here we are at 12 o'clock. Cup, and the left hand is stemmed down. We're going to open up our other foot, left foot, shift our weight to the left, flip that hand and meet it and close. That's a lot. Middle or cup. 3 o'clock, flip, meet, open. Middle or cup. 9 o'clock, only flip, meet. Middle or cup. 3 o'clock, flip and close. Middle or cup. Flip, meet, open. Middle or cup. 3 o'clock, only flip, meet. Round out that corner, cup, and then change it into a golden cockerel. Down, shift your weight, up, down, right hand on the outside, right foot coming up, kick out. Left hand on the outside, left foot coming up, kicking out. Holding our ball on a T stance. Okay? Okay, so your turn to watch. Okay. So I'll do it all the way through cloud hands. This is commencing form. Pulsing of the monkey. Brush knee. Part the wild horse's mane. Cloud hands. cockerel. Kick out. Holding our ball on a T stance, and that's fine. So this is where you are. The top hand, palm is facing you, and the bottom hand is palm is facing outward. And you're coming to the middle, which is 12 o'clock. This is the cup position. The stem of the top hand is down, and the bottom hand holds the cup. Move, and you flip, and you meet. Yeah, it's a little bit hard, but I'm gonna try to turn around after I get you going. Just to make sure that the stem of the top hand is down and the bottom hand is a cup. You keep on moving, and when you flip, the other hand takes over, middle or cup at 12 o'clock. The top hand flips while the bottom hand meets. When it flips, it's in its natural position. At the corner, you start to get into a cup position. The top hand flips, the bottom hand continues on its palm rotation. The top hand flips, the bottom hand meets it. Okay? And all the time that you're doing this, you're looking at the top hand at the tip of the fingers. So it's as if you're coordinating your movements, coordinating your glance, so that you're really into the movement of the cloud. Okay? So hand on the top, left hand on the bottom, palms away, top hand palm facing. Here we go. Middle or cup. 1, 2 o'clock, flip the top hand, bottom hand meets it. 12 o'clock, cup. 9 o'clock, flip the top hand, bottom hand meets it. 12 o'clock, cup. 1, 2 o'clock, flip and meet. Middle or cup. Top hand flips, the other hand meets it. Middle or cup. Top hand flips, bottom hand meets. Cup, flip, cup, flip, cup, flip. Okay? Let's do it a few more times, and then we're going to add some feet to it. Flip, meet, close. Middle or cup. Flip, meet, open. Middle or cup. Only flip, meet. Middle or cup. Your body wants to then flip, meet, and close. Middle or cup. Flip, meet, open. Middle or cup. Only flip, meet, because we're done with cloud hands. We want to get into a transition. We're cupping, but then we're taking that cupped hand on the right to lift up to be a golden cockerel. Down, shift weight, up. Down, right hand, right foot up, kicking out. Okay? Down, left foot, left hand up, and out. Right hand on the bottom, T stance to hold the ball. Bottom hand advances when you take an L stance to part the wild horse's mane. Out and to the side, advance the bottom hand, serve your snack to the friend in front of you. Here it is. Flip that hand and meet it with that left hand with the palm facing you, whereas the right hand flipped so the palm is facing outward. Sit back, move your hand, twist. You're now in a 12 o'clock position, a cup and a stem down. You're going to pivot out with that left foot and shift your weight to close as you flip meat. Middle or cup, flip meat, open, middle or cup, only flip meat, middle or cup, flip meat, close your stance. Middle or cup, flip meat, open your stance. Middle or cup, cloud hands is all done now. So we're going to have to shift your weight to the left as we cup and come up as a golden cocker. Down, shift weight, up, golden cocker. Shift weight, right hand on the outside, right foot coming up, kicking out. Down, left foot, left hand up, kicking out. Holding a ball on a T stance, and we're going to ward off, okay? So, there's no better way to learn to cloud hands, but actually just do it. Do it, and then say, then from there you get the idea of what 12 o'clock is, 9 o'clock is, 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock. So on the extremities of 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock, something happens in that the top hand flips, but the other one catches up. We're only looking at the extremities now. The top hand flips, the other one catches up. The top hand flips, the other one catches up. Then we say, what happens in the middle? The middle helps us to stay firm on two feet. And we're cupping our bottom hand and our stem of the top hand. Palm is facing and the stem is down. As we keep on going, we flip the top hand, we need it. Okay? So when you practice at home, don't get frustrated. Just say, okay, I'm looking at my clock now. My clock tells me what to do. At the 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock positions, I flip my top hand and I join the other hand. I flip my top hand and I join it with the other hand. So always remember that the top hand, always the palm is facing you. The bottom hand does its job when it comes to the top. The bottom hand has a certain position. Okay, so this is the top hand, it flips. It comes down, it makes the corner, it starts to get into a cup position. Then it comes back up, and it flips, and it comes back down. Okay, wait. So you do that, okay, you get your orientation with your hands and your clock, get it down really well, and then you move with your feet. Now, the feet doesn't open or doesn't close unless it's on the extremes. It only opens or closes on the extremes. In the center at 12 o'clock, it's more than likely just almost evenly distributed weight. But once you're on the extreme, it's making you shift your weight. And only when we transition out or just some peculiarities, we will move.
When we're going slow, you miss the forest from the trees. You're concentrating so hard to do this because you're doing this. If you were to go a little faster, all you're doing is one hand, see, coming across, cup, come up the other side, read the paper, flip the hand up, come back down, come across. So you do that, and maybe sometime practicing with two hands, because this hand is doing exactly the same thing, but in the opposite direction. So otherwise, if you go slow, you sort of, geez, you're just looking at this, you're almost forgetting this hand, and you're just doing this, and this is okay, and then you say, geez, what happened to this hand? So go a little faster, even if you have to go faster at the beginning, just stay in front of you. make sure that both hands can fit each other. And it's not only just waving it like this, but it's coming, turning the wrist, coming down, opening, coming up, turning the wrist. It's like for the women, maybe I shouldn't discriminate. Maybe men cook too. But when you're making something, you know, you're mixing poi, you don't just do this. You're just moving. Everything is moving, okay? And then try the other hand. Go with the other hand. They're just a little bit off sync so that they can mesh together. And then you make it slowly. And sometimes just when you're first starting, just stay right in front. Eventually, you will be wanting to add this to it. And then eventually, you want to add this to it. And Lucille's point of saying, geez, I can't do the feet unless I do the hands. What's happened is she probably has gotten so much in sync with the body moving as a whole. To move one by itself is not natural for her anymore. She uses, and this is part of Tai Chi. There's the signal, the yin and the yang that they use for Tai Chi, opposites to make the whole opposites. This is out here, and this is out here. But yet, even in this position, I am centered here. But once I get out of position, a little too far, what do I have to do? I have to bring this in, I have to bring this in. And in this position, I am centered again. But then opposites, and I'm still, but I'm even though I'm opposite, I use this to compensate for this movement. And then when I bring it back, everybody's in the center again. And then I come, and I'm stretched out here. Too far, I have to be coming this way. Or when you're going to move the other way, you go out so far, then you say, too far, I've got to come back to center again.
Yes, what we can do is put our hands at our waist and pretend that we have that clock in our, a big clock in front of us. And we can address the 12 o'clock, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 12, 11, 10, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. So what am I doing this, and why am I asking you to do that? I'm trying to indicate to you that your body at your waist has to move. It's not just your hands that are moving, but your whole body is making your hands work for you. But in doing this, you see that your hips and your waist are actually moving. So just to have it as an experiment, let's put our right hand palms away, bottom, left hand up higher. Now we're at 2 o'clock. When we're in motion, we can get out to 3. But we're pretty stiff in here, so 2 o'clock or 1 o'clock. Move our hands. The face of the clock is so huge that you're going to have to use the right waist to move your hands. And I don't want to use the word reach, but to make the movement happen. You should feel some pull in the opposite side of your waist. So what are we trying to tell you? Use your waist, not just your hands, just because I said flip and meet it. Stem down, cup. You're using to flow your hands by making your hips and waist work for you. But that's not enough. We have another part of our body that can help us to flow, and that's our feet. So we're going to open our stance. Middle or cup, about 50-50. Close our stance as we flip. Middle or cup. Use that waist to flip and open your stance. Middle or cup. Use that waist to flip and close. Middle or cup. flip, meet. Use that waist and hands and feet to meet the extra. So let's go backwards now. This time the right hand is on the top, the left hand palms away, okay? Middle or cup, flip, meet, open, middle or cup, flip, meet, open, 12 o'clock cup, 3 o'clock close, middle or cup, flip, meet, open, middle or cup, flip, meet, close. In doing this drill, and I would recommend it, highly recommend it when you go home to practice, make sure that the hands are not just doing your work. It's your feet plus your hips and your waist and your torso and your neck and your eyes. Okay? And once you do this and you get the rhythm and the simultaneous motions that go with the different time of the clock, you can then better fit in how cloud hands is done in yang style. Okay, I'm going to show you what I mean. Cup, flip, meet, open. We are getting out of cloud hands, but we still use our torso and our hands and waist. We're in a cup, we shift our weight, and we get out of cloud hands by doing a golden cockerel. It's as if cloud hands just led us naturally into golden cockerel. So to make that apparent, we left hand on the top, right hand on the bottom, palms away. We're going to shift our weight to the left foot, cup, and we're centered here, and up goes golden cockerel. So in every instance, when we change out of a movement, it's so well done that it's setting you up for the next movement if you've learned that previous movement clearly and exact. It's setting you up. So that makes it, to me, Tai Chi very unique in that it's, whoever choreographed was very clever. And once you get the whole gist of Tai Chi, you're going to say your body is moving in the most natural way because you are shifting your weight at the right time and using your feet and hands and whole body to help the movement flow. And that's what makes Tai Chi very appealing, in that it flows well because the whole body is into it. And where your eyes are looking and where they're looking in coordination with your hands. They're looking at the tips of your finger all the time, and they're never looking at the bottom hand. They're only looking at the top hand. Only the top hand. And what's happening? I'm using my waist to make that movement. So everything is in coordination. Okay? So I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this, right? That would make it look like, hey, why isn't she following her hands? That means her hands are not very important. But they are very important, so I'm following everything, and I'm shifting my weight, and I'm flipping and opening, centering again, because my body is going to be out of balance if I don't open, middle, and all the time looking at the tip of my finger. Okay? All right, so we said we would part the wild horse's mane by serving a snack. We said that when we hold our ball, and do it with me, let's put our right hand on the top, left hand on the bottom. When we serve our snack, the bottom hand advances and gives that snack to the person in front of us about eye level. And when we hold our ball again, we know that it's chest level and 2 inches below our navel. The bottom hand advances, and the other hand sits to the side of our thigh, as if it were holding another ball. Bringing that ball in again. Bottom hand advances, about eye level. Turn the wrist out to say, here it is. Come back to your ball. Bottom hand advances, serving our snack, okay? And we know then that we have to move our feet. So we're on a T stance, left hand on the bottom, right hand on the top. We know that we need to shift our hips and waist to make that snack or parting of the wild horse's mane good, okay, exact. So what do we say? Put your hands at your waist. We need to come out on an L stance. We need to shift our weight and flatten out our forward foot, and 2 hips should be addressed to the outward foot towards the field. Sit back, twist step, put your hands at your waist, T stance, both hips addressed to the bulletin board now. Out and to the side, L stance. Move the hips and waist so that they're now square to the clock wall. Sit back, twist step. We continue to move our hips and waist, but this time we're holding our ball to part the wild horse's mane. Right hand on the chest level, 2 inches below your navel for your left hand. We're going to take an L stance. At the same time our heel advances, our bottom hand advances. We move our hips and waist square to the field and say, here it is. Sit back, twist step, shift your weight, hold your ball for better balance on a T stance. We're going to part the wild horse's mane by moving our hips and waist. L stance, move the hips and waist square to the clock wall. Here it is. Flip that hand and meet it. Sit back, twist step, you're at 12 o'clock cup. Open up the left foot as we shift our weight and close. Middle or cup. Flip, meet, open. Middle or cup. Only flip and meet. Middle or cup. Use your hips and waist to flip, meet, close. Middle or cup. Use your hips and waist for a 9 o'clock. Flip, meet, open. Middle or cup. Only flip, meet. Middle or cup. Then shift your weight to the left and be a golden cockerel. Open the stance, down, shift weight, up. Open the stance, right hand out, right foot up and out. Left hand, left foot, up and out. This time, we're holding our ball and we're going on the opposite way. We're going this way, and that's next week's lesson or the week after. Okay, so we said that we had enough time to brush our knee. Okay, 2 minutes to brush our knee. When we brush our knee, we know that one hand is parallel, not this parallel, but my parallel, which is slightly parallel, and the other hand is up higher. And we're going to, on a T, we're doing several things. We're putting our top hand to our ear at the same time we're doing this. So can you just do this? Open, close, open, close, open, close, all right? But then it's something more than that. We're going to open, close, and bring it out and to the side. Here we go. Open, close, out, around to the side. Close, down, out, and to the side. All right? Now our top hand has to catch that ball in the center. Ear, hand, heel, catch that ball in the center. 2 more times. Ear, hand, turn the face, set it to the side, catch the ball. Something's very wrong. We need to move our feet because already our hips and waists are moving, but something is stuck on the bottom. So therefore, we keep what we just did and we move our feet. ear, hand, heel. Turn the hips and waist, brush your knee. Sit back, twist, right hand parallel, left hand higher. Drill, ear, hand, out, around. Ear, hand, out, and around. Okay, here we go with our feet. Ear, heel, hand, turn the hips and waist, brush your knee. Sit back, okay, twist, T-step, one more time, drill. Ear, hand, heel, turn the face and hips and waist, brush your knee. One more time, T-stance, left hand higher, right hand parallel. Ear, hand, heel, turn the hips and waist, catch the ball, hold the ball at the side of your thigh. Sit back, twist step. Let's part the wild horse's mane and call it, it'll be time to go after cloud hands. Out and to the side, part the wild horse's mane. Sit back, twist step, hold your ball in a T-stance, out and to the side, square your hips and waist to that wall, flip and meet, then sit back, twist, cup at 12, open, 9 o'clock, shift your weight and close. 12 o'clock, cup, 3 o'clock, open, middle or cup, 9 o'clock, only flip meet, middle or cup, 3 o'clock, flip meet, close, middle or cup, 9 o'clock, flip meet, open, middle or cup, 3 o'clock, only flip meet, because we're getting out of cloud hands, and up, golden cockle. Down, shift weight, up. Down, gather that energy, right hand on the outside, kicking out. Left hand, left foot, gather that energy, then out. Then hold your ball, right hand on bottom, and you're in a T-stance. And we're getting ourselves ready to ward off. Okay,